Make up a jevielo, Toboli, make up a jevielo, Toboli, the God blanyeji, Toboli, the God nyeji, Toboli, mega favila zamenamo, mega favila zamenamo, Nadena Hopera Siona Blow, the Vinelo, Toboli.
Hi guys, thank you once again for clicking on this video. I hope you all are doing perfectly fine. Today I share with you this party Ghana jollof recipe with you all. So I prepared this jollof rice for 20 to 30 people, and trust me, they were in love with this recipe. So kindly sit back and enjoy. So without wasting my time, let's get started. To begin with, I'll start by making my stew. So here I have some onions. I'm using a lot of onions. I'll be using some ginger and garlic as well, and some mix of natural spices, which I'm going to be blending this until it's nice and smooth. And don't worry, I'm going to be listing everything I use for this jollof recipe in the description box for you to check it out. So here I have a very big pot. I'm adding in my cooking oil, and to seasoning this oil, I'll go in with some natural spices, which includes some star anise seed, bay leaves, dry rosemary, and some homemade curry powder. I will stir everything beautifully and allow it to fry for about 1 minute, and afterwards I'll go in with some chopped onions. I'll also allow the onions to release its flavors to the oil a little bit. And after the onions has loosened up a little bit, I'll go in with my blended ingredients, which I introduced to you earlier on, okay? Since I'm cooking for 20 to 30 people, trust me, you need a whole lot of onions to make the stew really taste really good. So now let's cover it and allow it to cook until the onions is nice and ready. Alright, so whilst that is going on, let me use this opportunity to thank you all my returning subscribers and new foodie members right here. You guys are amazing. Thank you for always liking my videos, sharing and commenting on my videos, fam. I am very grateful. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so after frying the onions for about 30 minutes, it is ready. So I'll go in with some blended pepper and 1 beetroot. I'll cover and allow it to cook until it is also ready. I have a very detailed recipe on how to prepare this stew on my channel. I will leave the video link in the description box for you to check it out. I just want you to get a fair idea on how I prepare this stew, so that is why I'm going too fast, so kindly pardon me for it. Basically, I don't love to make my video too long, alright? So after the pepper is also ready, I'll go in with my tomato paste. I'm not using any fresh tomatoes in this recipe, so kindly note it, okay? You can as well add it if you want to, but the tomato paste works perfectly fine for me. So I'll give it a very good mix, allow it to cook until it is nice and ready. And I also raise my can a little bit, so that's what you see me adding to it. You can also go in with water to help your tomato paste cook down very well. So I'll cover and allow it to cook on low medium heat for about 30 to 45 minutes. Yes, we really want to make sure this stew has really cooked down very well, okay? So now let's cover until it is nice and ready. Alright, so now the stew is also ready, so I'll go in with my mackerel and some seasoning as well. And so I added in some salt to taste, homemade curry powder, some shrimp powder as well, some nutmeg, and also my jollof stew seasoning powder. I'll give it a very good mix, cover it again and allow it to cook very well as well. Yes, I really want my spices to cook down for about 10 to 15 minutes because I don't want the fresh taste of it. So now let's cover for about 10 to 15 minutes until it is also nice and ready. And afterwards, this is how the stew looks like. It is looking all good and just perfect. And so if you want to really prepare jollof stew or all-purpose stew for 20 to 30 people, trust me, this recipe is best for you. Just trust the process and you are going to love it. And so afterwards, I'm going Going to scoop some of the stew aside because I'm going to be preparing this jollof rice in 3 different batches because I really want my jollof rice to really come out really good, and also I don't have a very big pot to contain all the rice that I want to cook. So cooking it in 3 batches was just perfect and very easy for me. And also for extra taste, I've added in some coconut milk and also some chicken stock. I will give it a very good mix and I'll go in with my washed rice. You can also use any perfume rice or local rice of your choice, and I'll also be listing the rice quantity in the description box as well for you to check it out. I'll give it a very good mix, and afterwards you need to taste for salt to see if the salt is okay. So I needed to add in just a little bit of it. I will give it a very good mix, cover it, and allow it to cook on low medium heat for about 5 to 10 minutes. All right, and after extra 5 minutes of cooking it, I am back to check on it. I will give it a very good mix and allow it to cook on low medium heat again for about 5 to 10 minutes. Jollof rice really needs attention, and also it needs less water. So if you really want your jollof rice to really come out really good, then trust me, you really need to cook your jollof on low medium heat to get a perfect result. So I'll cover my rice with some aluminium foil to help retain the heat inside so that our rice will really cook very fast for us as well. Okay, and so I cooked this jollof rice in batches as I said, but I lost the cloves where I was adding the rice to it. So this is the second batch of rice that I'm cooking as well. The rice really came out so good, as you can see. I just love how it turned out. So now let's move on onto our first pot. All right, so now our first pot is also halfway cooked. I still have some moist in it, so I will give it a very good mix. I will cover it with some aluminium foil until the rice is nice and very soft. Okay, all right, so while that is going on, if you haven't still subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please do well to subscribe to my channel, turn on that post notification bell as well, so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be among the first person to be notified. Thank you so much for doing that. And okay, after extra 10 to 15 minutes of cooking it, just look at how good and beautiful this rice turned out. At this point, this first pot of jollof rice is ready. So I'm going to set it aside for it to cool down a little bit before I go ahead and serve it, okay? Because they are not going to enjoy the rice right away. They are going to keep it for about 6 hours before they enjoy it. So I need to allow it to cool down a little bit because I don't want to hear the rice got spoiled in the middle of the journey. Okay, so that was just by the way. Fam, let me know in the comment section what you think about this Ghana party style jollof recipe, and they really enjoyed themselves. Thank you so much for watching this video to this point, and if you enjoyed to this point, that means you are always a proud foodie member. Do subscribe to my channel and be part of this beautiful family. Thank you for watching.